one of the reasons why I'm saying it again, because we still haven't used them all. We've got over 1,000 people in here. We definitely can get away with a... we definitely can use these codes up. So go. Get them used. And let's go into game number 1 of this best of 5 series. Bly actually took down his support player just the other day, 2-0 already in the group stages. Let's see if he can repeat performance. Our red Zerg is Bly from Team Expert. Top left from Invictus Gaming, yellow Protoss MacSed. In game number 1 of this fresh best of 5 series. Bly playing a pretty lengthy series against Uthermal just there. See if he speeds this one up a little bit, or see whether he's gonna. We'll see what he does. Could it be interesting, of course. Bly's been taking the hard route throughout the day. He went to 5 games against Sol as well, actually, which is obviously kind of a lot. 5 games against Sol, 5 games against MacSed. Against Uthermal. Bly is really taking it to the limit game after game here. He had 9-1 in his groups, actually. He only lost him after DNS on the way, so he got seeded into the round of 8. And again, it was a 2-0 against MacSed in that group. MacSed coming through this group in 2nd place. He actually had a whole bunch of wins. 2-0 DNS, Siegfried, Vivid. He actually lost 0-2 to Lion, 1-1 against Sort of, but yeah, apparently MacSed's PvP was looking great. And actually that continued because then he took down Showtime in the bracket stage after 3-0ing Strange as well. So actually MacSed's had some great PvP. The Mana then shut him down. So I guess back to the PvZ and we'll see just what he can come up with this time around. Again, just as we have a moment or two, special shout out to our esports hero of the day, Property, who was lent us his apartment for the day to cast from, otherwise we wouldn't have a stream today. So thank you very much to Property once again, who was the esports hero to save the day. Give that man a round of love from the chat, guys, because if it wasn't for him, again, we would not be here casting. We would just be... I'd be really sad. I'd actually be really depressed. It wouldn't be good. Alright, well, Stargate is on the way up, coming up to completion in the near future. So a fairly standard opening here from MacSed in the early stages as Bly. We'll wait to see what he's going to go for. He's yet to really reveal his strategies just yet as he picks off a probe here early on. Streamers complaining about less stream views now because stream doesn't play on a sleeping tab. Kinda sucks, yo. All of a sudden, all of our viewership numbers get cut by like 33%. Something like that. It's insane. Try and explain that to the sponsors. Hey guys, so our viewership's just cut by 30% or so. Sorry. Can we get the same deal still as before? Oh, sad face. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's a little bit interesting, I guess. It's an interesting thing, but like it's definitely affecting viewer counts, which definitely affects ad revenue as well. I've noticed already just off yesterday's stream, and yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. Ripperoo. Twitch wants us all to run more ads. Yeah, now we have less people to play ads to. Ay. Alright, well, we're going to see this Oracle coming across the map from the Stargate opening. Twilight and Robo coming up, as we're going to see a couple drones going down nice and quick. A third worker doesn't quite get taken down there, as the drone becomes a spore nice and quickly. Robo facility on the way up, about halfway done right now, as the Twilight again has finished already in the main base. And Bly already throwing down a Roach Rod. He's got a lot of minerals and a lot of gas. He's got another Overlord building. If he had another couple Overlords building, now he makes 7. Or maybe he still does just go for a lot of Roaches and pushes across the map here very early on. Resonating Glaive's on the way from MacSed, and so if he goes into a big Glaive attack, which is what he seems to be heading towards, well, a massive Roaches from Bly would definitely be the correct answer to it. 3 extra gates coming up in the main base, the War Prism starting up too, the Resonating Glaives just coming on through. And we are going to be seeing these Roaches continue to join up together towards the bottom right hand side. Some more Lingers on the way up, so obviously Bly is completely committed to this aggression. I mean, it's going to be quite a lot of Adepts, but they don't have Glaives just yet. If you can pick off the first few Adepts in the center of the map before they have Glaives, that'd be great. I mean, even if he bypasses them in a way, it could be kind of interesting. Prism will see these units now. The Shade will be spotted as well. Bly needs to make a decision as to how he approaches this. I think he goes for it to, to try and fight these Adepts. I think it is the best way to do it, especially now Glaives isn't ready just yet, right? So that's definitely going to help him. Now he's going to get rid of all of these. I'm surprised the War Prism isn't coming over to try and help. It just warped in more Adepts. And those are going to be going across the map. But I think Bly's not going to slow down, because slowing down is only going to kind of stop him from being able to achieve what he wants to achieve here. A lot more units on the way for him will eventually be able to clean up these Adepts which are coming over, and the Oracle even going back home. As Bly goes straight for a pound, straight for the third Nexus to start things off. So the Nexus is going to be worked away at here over the left hand side. The War Prism already pushed away from the main base of Bly. Oracle, what's a good, I mean, I guess it just pops Pulsar Beam, right? Starts working his way through the Lings. And still a fair amount of Lings and Roaches over here. Some Roaches that are reinforced and just gathering up in the main base. The Void Ray here as well, but honestly, I mean, the Immortal is not going to go down. Well, actually, the Shield Battery and the Lings and the Force Field combined, I guess it's actually going to work out okay. I guess it is going to be a defense here from MacSed. Before Bly might be able to get in and kill the Immortal and then get like a few probes. It's not going to be the case, and well, at least Bly is drawn up behind this. He got rid of that third Nexus. He's going into a Gold Hatch. If you're a Bly fan right now, I still think this is going pretty good for you. Because these Adepts are again not really going to do much. As they move on in towards, well, they don't even know where they're going just yet. Going towards the third, it seems. A few drones transferring. Well, that was obviously unfortunate timing here from Bly. Comes in towards the main base as well to try and fight these Adepts. Now he is starting to lose some workers, but he's actually picking off a lot of Adepts in the process, which is obviously great. The more of these units he shuts down, the better it is for him. But now he's lost 17 workers, and that isn't going to be good for him. 18 workers going down, bringing the worker count right back down to even. And just because he couldn't control these Adepts that went in towards his third base. And we're seeing some Lings coming back through the center. Well, they're probably not going to be able to do much against these Adepts because they'll just turn and fight if there's pure Ling on them. Bly getting towards Roach speed now, pushing across the map with more Roaches. Suddenly this is looking kind of good for MacSed. You know, he's got a couple of mortals up. Everything that Bly built into in terms of a lead has disappeared as the Roaches just weren't able to clean up those Adepts, and a lot of damage was done. So you're seeing these Roaches coming up through the center. A Phoenix overhead. Now you are going to be seeing Adepts and mortals gathering together. A couple of Void Rays overhead too, and a couple of drones going down. As you're going to see a little bit of damage being done. So you're seeing this Adept going to get picked off, and we are still going to be seeing the Queens expecting their way through this, eventually shutting this down. A big attack follow up. I actually don't know if Bly has enough to deal with this. I mean, he just re-droned up to 64. He's way down on army supply. He's throwing down a Hydroden. He's making Overlords. He isn't making any fighting units though, and I think he's just going to die to Adept with an Orbital Void Ray, right? I mean, this power in this army is huge when it comes to actually pushing its way through Roaches. Roaches are just going to absolutely melt to this army, so I think this is going to be over in the next couple of moments, honestly. You can see this Phoenix nippling away at the Overlord or so. I mean, another Overlord will go down. I mean, Bly's already supply blocked. MacSed is just going to kill this ramp, and already shading forwards with these Adepts, jumps right on top of the Roaches. Some corrosive bows will actually land on a mortal or two. I mean, it's nice, it's something. Another couple of bows coming down, hitting a Void Ray as well. Bly's actually starting to fight this back. He's doing a lot better job than I thought he would. There's only one Void left in the sky as well. As Stasis Ward comes in fairly late on here, that actually might make the difference in the end, because otherwise those Immortals might have gone down, and these Roaches might be surviving in slightly better numbers. Queen comes in, needs to target down the Void Ray though, and it isn't finding that connection. Going to get picked off by the Oracle. It is going to be too much for MacSed in the end. For a moment there looked to be some sort of, you know, slight potential for maybe Bly to make this work out, but the Stasis Ward was a huge kind of game changer. Battles do get rid of the War Prism, which is something, but I think just too little too late now. As we do see continued push on in. MacSed has a large army. I mean, a couple of Roaches at the top side trying to go after a Stalker or two. More of these Roaches being cleaned out. The drones in the middle line being cleaned out as well. And the Roach getting picked off over here. Some more Hydras. This really is going to be GG. MacSed 0-2'd by Bly in the groups. 2-0'd by Bly in the groups. And now he, in the playoffs, in the third place matchup, is able to take the 1-0 lead in this best of 5. So and that puts us at 300 subs. We did it, fam. We did it. 300. Oh shit. Now what am I going to tell you guys to sub for? Now what am I going to tell you guys to sub for? Shit. Oh god damn. I don't know. I can't guilt you all into subbing anymore. No, I'm joking. Thank you so much, Paul. Can we get a big round of hearts in the chat, guys? If you got Wardy hearts, spam them. If you got normal hearts, spam them. Let's see some love in the chat, please, for Port and his sub-gift wall that he's just thrown our way. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it, as always. And thank you again for people Patron for the bits, and thank you, everyone, for joining us as the Wardy family. And Barcode Hero has just subscribed to Twitch Prime as well to make it 301. Thank you so much. Every sub now is one more sub that we've never had before. Thank you so much, guys. 300 subs. Ah, we did it. Alright, let's introduce the players. The bottom left-hand side, Invictus Gaming's MacSed is the yellow Protoss player. And to the upper right, the red Cirque player is Team Experts Bly here in Game 2 of this best of 5. Alright, guys, so jumping in towards game number 2, let's see what's going to happen. Oh, wow. We hit the sub goal. I can't believe it. It's gonna be really depressing next month when the on the day where all the subs were gifted, all the subs drop. We dropped like 30 subs in a day or something. No, awesome. Thank you so much, Port. Let's see some love in the chat, please, guys. Awesome, awesome stuff. Really, really do appreciate it. Like I've been saying, our goal for 2018 is to actually just make. It's not even a, you know, obviously we want to grow, but the real goal is to be able to be sustainable and producing StarCraft 2 content full time. And to do that, one of the big goals is to just maintain 300 subscribers. So obviously, you know, right now we're kind of at a peak of 300. The overall goal is to maintain 300, so, you know, if we dip back down in a few days, because obviously a few people on sub or whatever, the goal is just to get back to 300 and to stick around 300, because that really will enable us to keep on pushing out consistent content for you guys, day in, day out. Just StarCraft 2 throughout 2018, kind of confidently. So that's the goal. As we do see a couple of things moving around here, let's talk a little bit about this game. Twilight Council is coming up for MacSed as we go into... I wonder what he goes into, actually. DT Shrine, perhaps? Maybe he just goes Glaives. He is just going to go Glaives from the get-go. So MacSed into Glaives very quickly here. As we set this off, an Overlord coming on in. Gonna have a little bit of a look to see what's happening. 10 Lings on the way up. Ling speed's gonna hit in a moment or so. A few drones on the way out, and we are gonna be seeing the couple of extra gates on the way down. I feel like he's getting to the main base. They're gonna try and grab a probe or so. I mean, some probes getting pulled in to kind of keep on fighting against this, push those Lings back. So those Lings taking some hits, and we're just going to be seeing the probes pulling in once again. We're just seeing the couple of Lings getting picked off. So Lings do go down. And as the Lings go down, we're just going to be seeing the gates continue to build on up. So continue to build on up. A couple of assimilators will get thrown down as well in the natural expansion. And more Lings from Bly coming across the map to see what else he can do as well. So pushing on in towards the bottom left-hand side, we're going to be seeing the free bases up from Bly, of course. He goes into a Lair and a Roach Roar now. So continues to set up into some other bits and pieces. As he continues to set up in towards those, while we see the robot facility still on the way up from MacSed as well. A couple more depths warping in. And just getting ready to go in towards the next few stages. I mean, he's going to get aggressive very soon, right? I mean, how many gates is he going up to? He's got 3, he's going up to 4. Robo coming up as well. I wonder how aggressive he does get. He's still making probes, and he's only on 43 at the moment, so... Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like he's not fully on 2 base saturation, and so as we see more gates, it does look as though he's just going to fully commit to the full-on kind of resonating Glaives pressure here. Alright, so... we're seeing these Adepts get shaded around. A Cryptium gets picked off, and these Adepts going to try and shade into the natural, but I guess, of course, they'll just cancel. Sees the Zerglings. Obviously, no real reason to try and commit to that fight, because he's just going to be losing it. Those Adepts moving around again. Lings coming in, going for a little bit of surround once more. They actually get one of these Adepts, but only one of them so far. Now the Adepts, I mean, they can't even really continue to back away. Nice choice to recall, I think. I think that was the only way they were realistically getting out of there in any sort of safe kind of environment. Prism is out and the robot facility is now building up with Immortal. Getting ready to go into that as extra gates are coming down. MacSed just getting ready for a big counterattack across the map with a lot of units. Well, you know what, Bly doesn't really have too much on the map at the moment. He's got 46 drones, but he might hit a supply block very soon, as we're going to see the Stalker coming in, poking away on this Overseer. Warp Prism up the left-hand side. Depth's coming in again. Zerglin's just going to be picking up a few units, and again, just a few more Roaches, a few more Overlords on the way out. Some more drones on the way as well. I'm not sure about the extra drones, honestly. I'm not sure how well that's going to work out for him. MacSed is looking to throw down the third Nexus, but is he really looking to utilize this? I think he's going to push across the map in a moment. I mean, he's got one Immortal already, right? And he's got a second one about to pop. I mean, there's no way he doesn't push across with this many sentries and Warp Prism out. Surely there's just no way. Like, he has to apply some pressure here. I mean, Bly is just making Roaches, sure, but I mean, that's why you built the Immortals and the Sentries, because you're going to absolutely destroy the Roaches. At least that's the idea of it. If he can hit those force fields, so let's see if he can. You'll see those units moving over towards the right-hand side. Lane's getting us around, picking off a couple of Adepts. More units coming through the center. Roaches and Ravagers setting up and seeing where they can go. And we're seeing more units up the right-hand side. A few more Adepts just warping in. And we're all going to see the Lings getting turned around on this third base as well. There is more probes on the way, so I mean, Max has got a follow-up here. Guardian Shield comes down, he pops this Overlord. As that Overlord goes down, a couple of force fields, he's already got full access to this third base. I mean, look at the drones that are going to go down here. A couple more force fields once again. He's going to get the third hatch at the very least. Warp Prism is here. I love it. Pulls it into the back so it can't get corrosive battled super easily or anything. And he does warp in just another wave of Adepts. As this time the Roaches get a little bit closer to the front though. Splits away from the corrosive vials. The Immortals, there's one in the back, there's one on the left hand side too. Sorry, it's so hard to see these Immortals, especially on creep. We'll start lifting those up and microing a little bit. Bly's starting to make his way through this army though. Immortals are still microing around. Drones are trying to pull on in as well as Ling's coming in too. And I think Bly is just about going to be able to clean this up. I really felt as though MacSed could have done more with this, you know, kill the third hatch or kill all of the drones. When he had those force fields replaced over there, just come over, kill the drones, recall out, maybe push again, kill the hatch, go again in a few moments time. I think a lot of different bits and pieces and ways he could have done this. Anyways, I guess he just didn't do too much, as we're going to be seeing these couple of Lings getting picked off once more. Spire's on the way up here now from Bly. So Spire coming through, an Immortal on the way out being Chrono boosted as well. And we do see a fourth hatchery also being thrown down over here as well. Blink about halfway done as we see Roaches approaching the front. And the Immortal goes down very quickly, but there's still two Immortals around. He saved the Immortals from the previous fight, which is a big deal. Right now, MacSed is up in supply. Bly is floating so much money because he's going to switch into Mutalist, it seems. He's pushing forwards again here to kill off the sentries. Another Immortal. I mean, I think MacSed has to go sooner rather than later. If he doesn't go soon, he's going to have some issues, I think, continuing on. Roaches at the right hand side, going to try and do a little bit more here. Depth's dropping down once again. And Depth's going to be able to lift on up once more. And we are going to be seeing 7 meters on the way out. But Blink's about to finish. Stalkers are coming up. MacSed is getting to a point where he's going to be able to deal with meters. In fact, this army's terrifying. Like, what's Bly going to do? Like, force a base trade? I mean, yes, I guess that is what Bly is potentially going to do here, right? The thing is, if he just tries to go for the, well, if he just tries to kind of play the fight over here, I don't think he wins the fight at all. These meters will go down so quickly, and honestly, MacSed's in a perfect position to base trade, already coming over to the right-hand side and up the right-hand side in the next couple of months. Drone's going to pull away here already, as we're going to be seeing this queen getting picked off as well. This hatchery will go down now. That hatch was so close to dying earlier on, but now it is dead. What does he do? I mean, meters flying towards the third base, surely not a recoil, right? I think you just keep going. Like, I think you have to. You defend, like, warp in some stalkers on the natural and the main. I just guess he doesn't have the gas for it. So Spines are building. He's going to save a couple of battles. He actually blinks forwards here. Force field's coming down. I mean, a lot of Ravagers kind of trapped in amongst those force fields, but Immortals joined in from the south side as well. Corrosive Battle's still dropping, but he will pick his way through the spine crawlers. More spines on the high ground as Bly tries to hold this off. Probes are dropping over here. Shield batteries in the main as these stalkers are going to try to defend the mutas on their own. We'll see a few more units getting picked away. Colossal bars are still dropping every now and then. Spines are now part of this fight, but they drop pretty quickly to the Immortals. But I don't think MacSed's actually able to push up the ramp. A lot of workers are being lost on MacSed back at home. He's going to instead now come over to the left-hand side and try and pick this off as the Roaches and the Ravages will continue to fall. And he's going to be seeing the Ravages and Roaches continue to fight here. I think he's done it. I think Bly's going to be fine across the map. The mutas have just cleaned up some of the Stalkers. They're going to go in towards the mineral line and keep fighting here. The important thing is that he's going to be more or less pushing back this army up on his own side, and so Bly looking good to take game 2 of this. The mutas made it work in the end, but I really wasn't confident about it, if I'm going to be honest with you. I really wasn't confident about it as Ravages continue to push this away. Stalkers and the Immortals still moving around here. MacSed in game 2 goes the way of Bly. He gets this series tied up 1 game apiece here in his best 5. Let's go in game number 3 of this series. Thank you for sitting through a quick little ad break again. I mean, we had downtime. May as well go to the toilet. You know, if these guys are going to sit and talk and discuss and then go into a game, like, I'm going to BRB, so we're back, we're in game. Sorry for all the delays. I do appreciate you guys being very patient with us here, as we do have some issues at certain points. What's up? Welcome to the family, Dr. Evil 31. Gift a sub by 54 Pathon. Welcome to the family. Some more Wardy Hearts in the chat, people. Let's see some love up in here. So we do have to the top left-hand side on Abyssal Reef our red Zerg play from Team Expert. It is Bly. And to the bottom right-hand side, our yellow Protoss player from Invictus Gaming. It's MacSed. Hatch gas pool. Set up and getting ready to roll. Seeing the Cybernetics core just kind of get thrown down at the front, and we just wait to see how this is going to go over the next few moments. A couple of overlords moving along, getting going here over the next few moments. So 1-1 in this best of 5. Overlord just going to move on in, and again they adapt the Cybercore, just being chronoed at the moment. Getting set up and ready to go. Ling speed coming through. And you're going to see a couple of Queens continue to come on out as well. So really just getting set up in the early stages of this game. Getting rolling over the next few moments, and Adept going to shade on through and towards the center of the map. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit tired and like a bit cranky. I should probably turn the light on to make me like wake up a little bit, you know. Anyways, you're going to see there's a Adept coming in towards the upper left-hand side. Adept does go down pretty quick though, doesn't really gain very much over here. As MacSed is actually just adding on 2 extra gateways from the get-go, so going into like a very aggressive sort of maybe just gateway focused composition while he goes up to 3 bases perhaps, and then obviously maybe a lot of sentries coming out is something I would imagine being a large possibility here in the next few moments. That Cybercore chronoing away on that warp gate. It's about to finish up, but there's only going to be 1 gateway actually ready. The other 2 are still building. He doesn't have anything to warp in on across the map, so... Well, meanwhile, Bly actually has a dropper, well, an Evo chamber coming in. I was going to say a dropper lord setting up. He's looking to get ready to link flip, but 3 gateways up from MacSed. He should be able to make plenty of units to warp in and defend these links. I mean, usually these link floods are very good because the units are just not there early on. You can really kind of outposition your opponent, but with the Dropper Lord, this kind of late, like this isn't a super fast link flood, and he's running heavily behind it. That means that there's definitely going to be enough warp-ins to help out, although he just shaded his adepts across the map, so that isn't going to help. I'm just going to be seeing those probes pulling down on the low ground. I'm just going to see the Stalker and the Adept just going to be working their way through those lanes. 3 probes going down here. We do see more Adepts coming down the ramp towards the natural. 9 workers picked off so far. Another Adept will warp in, and those lanes going to continue taking some more hits here. Rotron behind this. I mean, this is actually a lot of damage done, I feel, by Bly, considering the situation. I'm going to see another couple of Zerglings getting picked away at here. 2 more Adepts down onto the natural expansion. So 2 more Adepts warping in. Robot facility will finish very shortly. This is 11 probe kills. I mean, it's been a very effective attack by Bly, and it's only going to be, well, putting him into a great position moving on. I mean, it was worth the commitment, because look at all these probes that aren't mining still, just running around chasing lings, and now another one goes down. A 13 worker lead, and now 7 roaches on the way up to help deal with the Adept, which obviously the obvious thing to happen next, the Adept counter-attack, right? The thing is, there's just nothing on the map at all here for MacSed. He's got a lot of gas, but he doesn't have, you know, he actually hasn't put his robo to use at all. He hasn't got a 3rd Nexus yet. He's missing out on so much at the moment. Stalker will go down as the Lings grab a kill, and no way, they actually load up into the Overlords. They're going to get in towards the main mineral line. I mean, there is an Adept over here, and the probes will pull the fight, but it's more lost mining time for a few Lings that were just going to go down anyways, and they killed a Stalker already. This is really crazy. Like, well, more roaches on the way up. I wonder if Bly's just going to go across and attack at this rate. I mean, it's only Adepts, right? They don't even have Glaives, and he knows this. That's on the 4th gateway right now. We see the Temple Archives coming down, so you will start to add on some Archons in the near future. It's going to be seeing those Adepts starting to shade on through, and we do see the roaches going to start fighting here against those Adepts. They actually shade on through those Adepts towards the center of the map. Roach is going to be continuing to fight, and actually a few Adepts coming into the center will continue to take some damage once more. Roach is actually really starting to do quite a bit here. Coming in from the left, coming in from the right. And the Adepts shade up towards the top side. Single Ling as well, going to get picked off too. Actually, the Adepts just get recalled back home. Behind this, Evo Chambers are there, all on the way up from Bly. But man, he has such an army to work with at the moment. Has to be a little bit careful though. There is an Immortal on the way out of the Robo facility. So that Immortal coming through will be something he has to be somewhat cautious of. As again, Lings, Roaches, all these units of Bly setting up to definitely try and get a little bit aggressive here in the next couple moments. 2 Adepts going to start shading up that left hand side. Coming in now for the surround. They are going to be, well, the Adepts getting away, but they're super low health, and honestly the Queen might just, well, okay, there's double Spine Crawler. Well, that's not going to be much damage done. 1 probe, but already an Adept falling. Like I said, it's not looking too hot here in Game 3, and Bly wins this. He goes up onto match point, of course. Ravager's going to be getting ready to throw down a couple more corrosive piles, and ooh, actually hits a couple of Adepts, and the sentries! Oh no, MacSed. That was one of the things he had going for him to help hold this off. Help buy time for another Immortal, for more units in general. Obviously that's not really going to be the case now. Prism to the left side is set up to warp in more units. It's actually going to be 4 DTs warping in. There is Spore Crawlers on these bases though. I mean, the thing is, the wall's already down over here, so there needs to be a lot more done. There's a layer up anyway, so even if DTs get warped in, Bly just backs away until an Overseer's ready, right? It's not going to be the craziest scenarios. An unpowered Robo, and, well, the DTs dive in, but they're actually not even targeting down the Spore Crawler. He's actually going to be able to get the Spore? No, he doesn't. Wow, okay, well, this is game over, realistically, because there's no way he cleans this up back on this side. Game is called, and Bly takes game 3 to go up 2-1 in this best. Fine. This is going to happen. So welcome to the game. I told you this was going to happen earlier, didn't I? I told you. And you know what's going to happen right now? You're going to tell me for the next 2 minutes to change the overlay because the stream delay is on. So, yeah, it is fixed, guys. Hi, what's up? Yeah, okay, my bad. You didn't really miss much, guys. 4 minutes, did I say? It's just a Stargate opening from MacSed. He's bottom right. Our Zerg player top left is Bly. It's PvZ. It's a best of 5. There's an Oracle out. A Phoenix killed an Overlord. There was a couple of Lings that killed a Probe, I think. He didn't miss too much. I'm sorry. Again, I'm on a single screen setup. I'm on a single stream setup, so I can't double check. I've been trying to be very careful with making sure that I set the overlays right before I go in, like, full screen myself. But obviously this time it slipped through when I was getting a little bit pissed off at the players not played on certain servers and stuff. Aye, aye, aye. I was just talking about Twitch chat. See, this was the trick, as 5 drones go down. By not showing you guys the game, I made you focus on Twitch chat so that we could all team up together and help fix the issue and make sure that everyone leaves Twitch chat today as friends. Yeah, my bad, guys. Sorry. I do appreciate it's just not an ideal setup that we have, obviously. It's not my usual setup. Mistakes are going to be made. But hey, I'm going to stick by it. Some stream is better than no stream. Especially when we have so much StarCraft to cast. As we do see a few Adepts just out the front, and Oracle comes in, and a few Adepts as well pushing those Lings away. I mean, there's a lot of Adepts as Glaeus finishes. This is a bit of a fake third Nexus, really. Doesn't really want to utilize this, I don't think. Just wants to warp in and go attack. And there it is, 6 Adepts warping. He's going to have a 7th and 8th game is just finishing up, so Prism with this as well. As we are going to be seeing the Adepts just shading up towards the upper side of the map, looking to see what's going on. Big attack from MacSed coming on in here. He's going to see these Roaches and the Queen going to, well, start a fight against this. Oh, a couple of Adepts going to start going down. Some more Adepts warping in on the back side. And a couple of Roaches are going to continue dropping right, so it's going to be some still good damage done. Pushing in further, you're going to be seeing the Adepts are they catching Bly well enough off guard. I guess we will see as these Adepts going to be targeting down the third hatchery. You're going to be seeing the Roaches continue to push on in, and we are going to be seeing these Adepts having a pretty good time, but I think eventually the Roaches just clean them up, and that's kind of the issue. Roaches moved quite far over that to deal with the Shade. The Shade didn't happen. A wave of Adepts. Bly's holding on okay. There's Immortals coming up behind us as well. Adepts don't shade again. This time Roach speed is now finished, so the Roaches can chase a lot more easily and continue to hunt those Adepts down. Well, Prisma's going to relocate towards the western side of the map. This time I think the Adepts do shade away, but obviously they're shading away. They're not shading in towards the base to do further damage. That Roach speed helps a lot in terms of just being able to continue chasing. And that's exactly what's going on right now. Continue to push on through these Roaches, making their way through a few of these Adepts. So Adepts are going down, and a few Adepts actually back in the center of the Prism. And the main base getting targeted by Queens. Can't drop the Adepts because there's Roaches underneath. And Bly finds himself on the other side of the map, and well, there's an Immortal there, there's Sentries too. Force Fields don't grab anything just yet though. Although Adepts and Sentries moving forwards once more, and we are just going to be seeing those Roaches coming in and picking off a pylon. The Nexus being targeted as well. Nexus being targeted as we see the Blink is on the way up again. We see a few more Stalkers, another Immortal on the way out once more here. And we are just going to be seeing these Roaches under attack by this Oracle. Voidray comes back in, and we are going to be seeing it actually being something which can help, but already losing the third Nexus is obviously going to suck. We are just going to be seeing the Roaches. We'll just back. I mean, the thing is, the Roaches have to be careful, right? Because with a Voidray out, with Immortals out, they aren't going to trade brilliantly well. Blink's about to finish up, which is annoying then that he's just lost his Cybercore, because now he can't make Stalkers for a little while, so that will suck for MacSed. As Bly starts to bring in the Ravagers. One of the great things about Roach players nowadays is that at least you can transition into the Ravagers. It's a little bit of a weird one, I guess. As you can see, these Corrosive Clouds just missing the Voidray. But it's really nice because, you know, back in the day, something like this from Bly, I'm talking way back to like 3 Ravagers, you know, something like this from Bly would probably actually still die to the follow-up of MacSed because there is Immortals, Sentries, and Stalkers. But nowadays, obviously, you know, you can morph from the Ravagers, and then Battles help against the Force Fields. And they're just, you know, the Ravagers kind of act as like a Pseudo Hydralisk, so it isn't pure Roach at least. You have a bit more DPS in the army. But, helps out a lot as we're going to be seeing this Roach Ravager force just going to be pulling up the top side. War Prism as well, still just flying around looking to see what else is happening. 100 plus 10 going to be finishing momentarily. 8 more drones on the production. Roaches and Ravagers down the left. I mean, this Voider is annoying. It's going to be an attempt to kill this third Nexus again, perhaps here by Bly, who, as he moves forwards, there's a good army though from MacSed, really. Good enough army to start turning this away. Notice the bars coming down again. Voider takes a tag or two. We're going to be seeing a couple of drones going down. Just an adept or so in the middle line, going to get cleaned up pretty quick by Bly. He just is okay. He is on a hydrogen, so he is going to be able to start making hydrogens and start getting into in towards this. Is breaking their way through these rocks on the left-hand side, and again we're just going to be seeing Bly making a transition too. He's going to throw down the lurker day and get ready to go in towards those lurkers, which have really been a big part of the ZvP playstyles as of late. It takes a while to get there though. 86-second build time is not to be laughed at. Then 20-second morphin time as well. We're talking about almost 2 minutes. And you can see Stalkers, Immortals, Sentries coming up the right side. Zealots warping in off the Prism as well, and MacSed going to keep on pushing up this direction and towards the third base in the next few moments. It's going to be seeing the Roaches and Ravagers taking a little bit more damage here. Some Stalkers blink away. Biles do not connect just yet. They're kind of warning Biles to kind of keep the Protoss back and buy time, especially for these Spines to finish. And of course that's going to try and buy time for the Lurkers. The Depths make it in towards the natural mineral line though, and so Brokers are going down very, very quickly. Spine's getting picked away very quickly. I mean, so far Bly can't really fight this still. He has to peel his army away to deal with these Lurkers. At the same time, he's across the map with Roaches, and he gets 14 probe kills of his own, so that's nice. Eco for Eco so far. A couple of Centipedes wandered back into a Bile, unfortunately. Some more Spines finishing, just helping to buy some time, but Bly's third base is really going to be under pressure shortly. This Voider will eventually defend the third base of the Protoss player. Biles pop in the force fields once again. The third hatch is getting so low, but there's more force fields to keep these units pinned away for a bit longer. He's still really trying to utilize these Biles as best he can. A couple more Lings running from the right side. The upper right base is still there. What does MacSed do now as Bly immediately already sending a bunch of Lings across the map? Oracles, I guess, can help out. Bly's on 2 bases. He's going to drop to 2 bases altogether because this 4th base is going to be going down as well in the next couple of moments. Hatcher goes down, and again, those Lings working their way through. A few more of these probes. These Zealots going to stick in there, and they are going to be fighting their way through the Zerglings, so it's a nice warp in. MacSed not kind of overreacting and recalling so far, and Bly, little by little, is losing out in this fight, but now he does have Lurkers, and I have to say the overall army of our Protoss player here is not brilliant against Lurkers, especially the Stalkers, I think, are really not as good as you would like them to be against Lurkers, I think, a lot of the time. They're one of those units which is like, yeah, your Stalkers should be kind of okay, and you kind of blink forwards, and the Lurkers murder every single one of them without, like, blinking an eye. Good Stalkers. They do get the cancel on this base in the front here, though, as Bly is struggling to find himself some real kind of further economy. Now he's limited to his initial 2 bases. With only, well, what, 18 optimal workers between the 2 bases? It's not a lot of mineral income. He's not working with a lot here. You're going to see the Roaches actually arriving on the other side to help fight against those Zealots. Some Lings are going to run into as the Roaches take the kind of attention to the Voider and the Oracle. He is going to be able to get himself a few probe kills perhaps. So already 5-6 workers going down. Meanwhile, Biles are forcing back the army once again, and MacSed's pulling all the way away, maybe content that he has done quite a lot of damage. And to be fair, he has done quite a lot of damage. He's picked up 2 entire bases. These rocks are going to go down. Lurkers are being brought over. Again, if Bly can put himself in an aggressive position with the Lurkers, then this becomes a possibility. This Nexus went very, very low. If he kills this, I mean, then MacSed goes down to 2 bases, and that becomes a different scenario all over again, right? So that would also become very interesting here, as we do have this, well, the army of MacSed actually pushing back up the left side as Bly. He's kind of pulled back to play defensive. A few changelings coming across the map, but nothing too significant. Some creeps right being cleaned out. Stalkers themselves off the Lurker nice and quickly, and that's the issue. The Lurkers just can't get on top of this, and behind it, well, Robo Bay was thrown down, and we see the first Disruptors just joined the field. And that could of course become deadly. He has a blink forward, gets another lurker. Bly is not able to keep his units alive at the moment. And again, without a kill on the third Nexus, MacSed really is just controlling the economy advantage in this game as well. Rocks got taken down. We are going to see some creep tumors to the far right getting picked away. Now some roaches and hydras going down the left side. Obviously one of the issues on this base defending it was the Void Ray, so if Bly can come in with hydras, get rid of the Void Ray and the Oracle, boom, this Nexus might actually die. And if this Nexus dies, well, the game becomes a very different scenario. Bly needs to bring his lurkers over here, though he cannot fight against this army without the lurkers. And he really does not want to lose this base again, but it's too late. He did not know his opponent was coming around this side. No, it's not too late. He's actually going to see MacSed goes for the recall. Bly will be happy with that. He'll back away now. Stalkers will blink though, and that is going to be some dead hydras nonetheless. So Bly pays the price. But he's going to try and use these few units to the left-hand side to take a position for other units towards the center. Maybe he can get the lurkers in a spot here which can help him to take down this base still. Or on the natural, which could be very powerful too. Disruptor count building up, 3 disruptors at the moment. You'll see a couple lurkers are going to be targeted by the first disruptor. Ravagers going up this ramp. Ooh, this is weird. I don't think enough lurkers are getting up the ramp. In fact, is any lurker going to get up the ramp? The answer is no. Okay, there's one. Yeah, that's not really going to be enough. The Ravagers are going to get rid of these disruptors in the front lines. But there's just too much here from MacSed, and MacSed pushing through is going to be able to clean up the rest of this here. Is going to be seeing Hydras, Ravagers, etc. continue to go down. You're going to see Stalkers picking their way through this as well, and doing a little bit more. Couple Stalkers going down to Bile as it comes forwards. Bly is being chased as he tries to get a fourth base up. A Stalker warp into the right-hand side, top right-hand side from the prison. I think Bly's in trouble. I don't think Bly has a way out of this really, as we do see him pulling back. A few more lurkers on the way in once again. Another lurker on the low ground actually finally connected. I don't think I've seen a lurker actually really do much damage at all this game. These Stalkers are getting rid of this Nexus to the right hand side. Oh no. Bly's going to lose the third hatch. I say Nexus is a hatchery of course, but it does go down. The third hatch picked away actually, and MacSed is still pushing up the left hand side. Pushing on in. Cryptium is being cleaned, I think. He's pretty much got this one in the bag. There's not as many lurkers as there was before. 4 probes going down, 5 probes going down across the map. A little bit slow to clean up, and well, still could be doing a little bit more there, but the army over here is already so powerful. We see a disruptor mixed in. Force field's coming down just to push this back. More corrosive bars being thrown all over the place at the moment. Seeing the disruptor shot. Oh yeah, if you got disruptors, take a moment to charge up now. Don't even know what to think about that, honestly. It's kind of weird. It is kind of weird, actually. Look kind of strange, like kind of like crunching itself together, getting ready to release its energy. Now we're going to be seeing some zealots warping in towards the upper right. That's going to allow them to hit this base and try and stop it from coming up once again. Bly is currently holding this centralized base with the lurkers. Oh, and there's a disruptor shot or two to go in towards the Ravagers and Hydras to start this off. One lurker goes down. There's a few more lurkers in the back of this army. The Oracle threw down a Revelation not long ago. There is an observer around as well. There was. Maybe that's gone down now in the last few moments. Only observer on the map is actually right down there in the center, so it's not far away. Disruptors again being used. You see Stalkers pushing around. The Zealots apparently just stopped moving. A few more Stalkers being warped in again across the map. A lurker actually in this mineral line now is causing chaos as well. Bly still just stopping MacSed in any way he can from being able to just close out this game simply and easily. Just going to be seeing this few Zealots warping in on the right hand side, pushing forwards here. You see MacSed with a blink forwards, picks off a lurker, picks off a roach. Still going in towards us. Now this hatchery takes some real damage. It will fall. As the hatchery falls, but we also see him at depth, some shading in, and some drones going to be going down over here. This might just be finally game, a 19-minute game, but 4. See guys, if there was ever a game to not watch the first 4 minutes because I forgot the overlay, it was this one, right? Because it went long enough anyways. It's not like it just ended in 4 minutes and we didn't see any of the game. That would have been an issue. As you are going to be seeing these Stalkers, Sentries, Zealots, and Disruptors joining together, push through the top side. MacSed being super patient about ending this. This lurker is finally going to get picked off. Only got 2 kills in the end. Not too many really, as this base is kind of already in trouble. One lurker or 2 moves forwards. Well, one lurker, some spores trying to come in as well. Observer is here, and so we will see Disruptors coming in. Disruptors do some good damage to start things off. We'll be seeing this hatchery is going to be dropping in a moment or two. And Bly is going to be very reluctant to drop out of this game. Very reluctant to drop out of this game. More Brutaline's getting picked off, and I mean Bly's down on 2 bases. A real sloppy one between the players. Disruptors charge up, fire forward once again, just cleaving away, chipping away at the edges of the Zerg army, opening up access, opening up opportunities to push on through. Another Hydra going to be popping out in a moment or so. We see this army of MacSed going to rotate through the top side. Going to find a whole bunch of drones trying a long distance line. Here comes the army of Bly. It does look as though it's probably going to be GG. This lurker goes down. It's GG right there. MacSed takes game 4. We're going to a 5th and final game in this series. Completely forgot to turn the overlay off. There you go. You can actually see the game. Imagine that from the very start. Wow. Don't say I never give you guys nothing. Don't say I don't improve production quality game by game, because I think this is quite literally proof. Top left hand side, our blue Zerg player, his team experts Bly. Into the bottom right from Invictus Gaming, our yellow Protoss, MacSed. Subs, PogChamp. Yes, lots of subs. Which is awesome. And yeah, like I say, obviously our overall goal for 2018 is to try and stick above 300 subs more or less, because that's where it kind of becomes reasonable to keep on casting full time. We are, if you guys again want a goal, we are 33 sub points away from a new emote. We actually already have an emote slot. I'm actually talking to someone to get emotes made right now. So we're 33 sub points from unlocking another emote slot. So if you're tier 1 sub, if you've ever thought of upgrading, well that would help. If you're not a sub and you'd like to join us, then it's 20% off this month as well. Don't forget, if you've got Twitch Prime, it is free if you haven't used it elsewhere. Give that sub button a click. Hatchery. It's about to finish up from Bly as we kickstart this game with, well, not much action at all, honestly. A little bit of a chilled out few moments. Link speed on the way up as well right now from Bly, setting that up in his main base. And again, that Nexus going to be finishing up very shortly here from MacSed too, so really just getting set up into all of it, and there it is. A tech choice to talk about. The Stargate is getting thrown on down here, so Stargate coming on into play. So it's probably going to see that Phoenix into Oracle play like we saw the last time, once again. Euthermal is what Dark Ones is cheering on for. Bambulak is here for Euthermal as well. All goods here for Twitch chat. I don't know if all is good if you're here for Twitch chat. I think something has gone wrong along the way. Protoss Slayer saying stuff like that is just going to get you timed down. Chill. Chill, baby. Press this chat bony button on Twitch mobile. Yeah. I'm literally tuned in just with the chat. Brilliant. Hey, that's also another reason I went with the overlay over the game last game, to accommodate all of those who actually like to watch the stream chat only. Because, sometimes it's kind of unfair. If you like to watch chat only, why should everyone else get to watch the game when you just want to watch chat? Just give it a moment where actually you are getting the full stream experience by your chat only kind of thing. And before someone makes the meme of, well, Wardy, your observance so bad anyways, we're basically watching with chat only all the time. Ha ha ha, I beat you to it, guys. Ha 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 ha. Some troll's gonna be real sad now that I beat him to his joke. Ha ha ha. Gonna be seeing Twilight Council on the way up, Phoenix moving around, and a few more drones on the way out. Getting set up and ready to rumble. Orbital facility behind this as well. So MacSed again set up into a fairly standard follow-up. This Oracle still just flying on around. How do you get an emote made? You generally talk to someone who's pretty good at making art, and graphic design, and Photoshop stuff. And then you're like, hi, I like what you make before, because you look at their artwork and then you're like, yo, so I want this. And then like, yeah, we charge this much money. And you're like, oh fuck, now I don't have any money anymore. You pay them and then they make you an emote. And then they come in and you're like, oh shit, make me another one. Or usually it's pretty good and you're like, oh yeah, that's awesome. And then you upload it to Twitch and that's how you have a new emote. Boom, just like that. It's like magic, in a way. In a way. Not thoroughly like magic, but in a way it is. Looks like Gates away from MacSed. He's done messing around, man. Like, he's playing pretty aggressive. Game in and game out. Just mass adepts again and again and again. Let's see what Bly's going to do about it. I mean, this time he is going to go Ling Bane to defend this. It's not bad. I mean, the Banes obviously go a long way to helping out, but, well, you have to be very careful because if you don't get those Bane connections, it can be kind of messy for you. What's up, RG Multiscuff coming in for the Twitch Prime sub, fresh new sub in the house. How you doing? Let's see some Wardy Hearts in here to welcome him. Thank you very much for Twitch Prime as we see some Lings do grab themselves a surround on these adepts. Nicely done as we're going to be seeing the Nexus. Going to be falling here in the next couple of moments. The more adepts going to get taken down in the next few moments as well. And this is actually going really well for Bly. I mean, already shutting down a bunch of these adepts super early. Obviously, that does kind of suck from the Protoss point of view. And now Bane's on the way up, a Hydra Den coming through. And this combination of Ling Bane Hydra, if you get to it, we'll just annihilate these adepts. So all of a sudden, we are going to be seeing MacSed starting to look pretty darn good right here. As we're going to see Lings chasing around this probe. Oracle will pick up a couple of kills. The probe going to be pushed away from there. Why is there no Overlord death animations? Honestly, I have no idea. Some setting or something will be fixed when we get. Oh no, that was not how you played it. Oh no. That was not good. MacSed, the latency obviously affected him here. I mean, just walking into the Banelings with his entire clumped up adept army. Oh, I mean, look at this right now. He's still on equal army supply. Imagine he just was able to split away and actually trade as he would have wanted to against that. This is brutal for him. I mean, now he starts to split, and that's exactly what you need. You're going to see the Lings running in there. I mean, with the way that first trade went, there should be a continued cleanup realistically from Bly, and I think it definitely is going to be. Those adepts keep on dropping one by one. Oracle comes in to pick up a few more Lings. And this is very nicely done. I mean, Bly's just defended this already, and it's only going to get easier from here. Another wave of adepts, but the Ling count's just getting higher, and at this point you can kind of just surround this with circles. You don't even necessarily need the Banes to do this. We will see MacSed grabbing himself a queen, but there's the Lings going for the full surround, and I mean, more Lings coming in. Oracle will try and help out as well. I mean, bits and pieces. Queen targets the Oracle though, and again, every adept goes down. There's already more adepts warping in, but again, they're just coming out too few at a time, and now these Banes going to help just to push through this even faster than the last round of adepts, and the adepts even trying to get back into the prison there to escape and maybe make something of this. Right, good shutdown there as we are going to see him pushing back this Oracle back in towards the center. A few more adepts going to shade on over to the left side here, and I'm just going to be seeing them cancel their shaves. Prism in towards the main in the next few moments. Has got a sentry inside. I mean, that's going to be the play from MacSed, right? Just try and force field his opponent out of the main, and maybe he can do enough with this. He warps in some sentries and some adepts. I mean, he's going to continue to hit those force fields, though he can't miss a single roll at one, because he really needs to do a lot with this. You can see this sport crawler repositioning to help the prism. Force field's coming down once again. Adepts are cleaning out this mineral line. I mean, it's good damage from MacSed. Just go back to thinking about that first connection. Imagine he didn't lose all of those adepts to those Banes. It would have been crazy. It would have been really crazy. More adepts warping in over here. The thing is, there's nothing at home for MacSed, and so this counter-attack from Bly should have a lot of success, honestly. All of these warp-ins coming in the main base still. Well, Hydra's going to get picked away out here. They will go down, and well, the force will just continue to drop, and we are going to be seeing the Banes continue to come in. Bly will push forwards, and he will move through. I mean, the Banes just bust through the adepts, and then there's absolutely nothing in this mineral line to protect at all. I mean, a couple of adepts are going to come in, but it's a big explosion on the probe count. 16 probes going down, and that really is just going to, well, pretty much. I mean, this game was kind of over already, right? But MacSed really made a good effort in terms of coming back into it. Just in the end, he's not quite going to be able to do enough yet. Losing so much of his eco now. Gates are being empowered, and There's just no realistic way for him to kind of hold on. Probes are pulled over to the side to try and protect the Zdet from those lings, but I'm not sure if that's going to work. GG. Bly will eventually be able to take this series. GG's. And Bly is able to take it through.